So, I've been talking about how the Lord has led me to the Bible lately. And at one point I bought this, which is just the book of Revelations in large print because I'm an old lady and I like to, have things in big words. And when I got this book, they also sent me the Roman Empire, which I did not order. But I also threw that book away because I was like, what the fuck? I don't want to learn about the Roman Empire. But now they they literally told me they sent that to me on purpose, like back in the day. Because it was 7 years ago that I got this, and then I never read it. And now, of course, God's like, get it out, Lauren. I gotta show you some shit. Oh, he showed me some shit. Okay, so we're gonna talk about the book of Revelations. It is horrendous. As a woman, I am like floored. All right, so let's get into it. I'm starting to read this page. Okay. Okay, chapter 17, what? First of all, in the book of Revelations alone, they mention 7 like a billion times, and I've talked about how like the aliens like left that in here for us. That was a little seeded transmission because they are coming from the 7th dimension. So that's why the entire book of Revelations is riddled with the number 7, okay? There's also something that they left in there personally for me, which I'll get into someday. I don't want to talk about that. All right, so here's chapter 17, and I'm just going to read it. And there came one of the 7 angels, which had 7 vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, come hither. I will shew unto thee the judgment. Here we go, guys. Of the great whore. The great whore. It says whore in the Bible. First of all, there is no word for men who are sexually promiscuous. That is the word they use for women who are sexually promiscuous, is whore. There's no word for that. Men get called players. So already the Bible, our entire lives as women, have denied ourselves pleasure. They have demonized our pleasure. They've demonized women's sexual pleasure into we're whores and we're sluts and we're all this crazy shit. So like neurologically, the Bible is a fucking nightmare for women. So no fucking wonder I've been insecure my entire fucking life. Also, no wonder I became a freaking sugar baby because the entire fucking Bible is inundated with the prostitution. Mary Magdalene was a prostitute. There's so much shit like this. I'm like, there's no words in this Bible for men and their sexual promiscuity. It's just women. Sure, it's like, okay, stone your husband or whatever if he cheats on you or whatever, but you're a whore. You're a slut. I'm like, this is insanity. Also, it's very grotesque and violent. I'm like, I was a child when I was reading this shit, and everybody's just normalized it. I'm like, this is a neurological fucking nightmare. The way our brains work with repetition, if you just look at the Bible from a neurological standpoint alone, it's a fucking nightmare. The amount of repetition and I'm like, my poor fucking family, because my dad and his entire, also it's no fucking odd that my dad and his entire family, every single one of the people in his family is named after a biblical person. Like, everybody in his family has, like, a Bible name. Oh, my God. And my aunt's been reading this, like, over and over. I'm like, oh, my God, the programming of this shit is insane. Okay, I'm going to keep reading. With whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. But it's her fornication. It's not his. Oh, the fucking patriarchy is real fucking, now it's starting to make sense, guys. And this is what I want to say to men. You guys think the patriarchy isn't fucking damaging? You weren't fucking told you were a whore since you were a young child. That wasn't the way they described men in the Bible. Jesus is in the Bible. Do you see how they described women in the Bible? First of all, Eve came out and she fucked up the whole fucking world. She came out and gave into fucking sin. So there goes women. They're fucking idiots. And then, you come out and say shit like you're a fucking whore. She's a whore in her fornication. So you demonize our pleasure. You demonize it. Because they don't even want us having pleasure. There's also a whole nother part of this. I don't remember where it was because they led me to another part in the Bible. Oh, it was Paul. They led me to wherever the hell Paul was. I couldn't remember the chapter. He's fucked up. He's a fucked up man. He was talking about how you have to submit to your husband and like give your body away to them. And my dad has used that rationalization against my mother. He's been like, you owe me schmacks because you're my wife, kind of shit. They think I haven't heard it, but I've overheard a lot of their fucking conversations, and it's fucking disgusting, the rationalization that he uses. He uses the fucking Bible. because my mom doesn't want to bang him because he like doesn't have any fucking emotional intelligence whatsoever, and he just like continues to be a fucking asshole, and she doesn't fucking hold him accountable because she's scared because she's financially tied to him. So anyway, let me continue, guys. So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast, full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 thorns. Here we go. And the woman was arrayed in purple, scarlet color, decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand, full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication. Abominations! Abominations of her fornication, guys. It's an abomination that a woman would have any type of sexual pleasure. You shall not. I'm like, this is fucking ridiculous. And then there's this part, which they had to like super capitalize, right? I'm going to read it. And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery, Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. I'm like, this is not okay. This is not okay. I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe this shit. I can't believe it. I can't believe the shit they've just been like fucking plugging in our brains. Do you see like that why the aliens have to come, guys? Because they've been, my aunt has been reading this for 60 years of her entire life. Like she has, like, because I've been here in Florida, I've been talking to her. She's been reading this for 2 years now. She's like last year she read the whole Bible through. She's doing it again now. She is now reading it again. And I'm like, and they believe this shit word for word. Like that's the issue, is like they take this literally because we've been programmed to do so. So you can see why they allow Christianity in this society. That's what I'm saying. If they allow anything, we need to question it. Why are they allowing it? So then they call us whores. They call us this shit. They tell us we're horrible. And then you sexualize us. And then you objectify us. And then you make us be these OnlyFans people and have our boobs out and do all this crazy fucking bad girls wild, girls gone wild, fucking Playboy, fucking all this crazy shit. You demonize our pleasure, but then you want us to only be available for it. And like, that's all we're good for. And so anybody who doesn't like meet the standards of men's sexual pleasure, which is like body standards, is literally like tossed to the side and like fucking trash and garbage. And that's like how men have treated me in my entire life. Because the Bible, guys, is what conditions us into patriarchy. It is the blueprint. So obviously I talk about how there's some good stuff in here, like, you know, Jesus' teachings and shit. But the other, so the Bible represents polarity. The Bible represents the polarity. Like, it's everything. It's the blueprint. It's the blueprint for the Matrix is the fucking Bible. And the patriarchy and oppression and all this crazy shit. It is disgusting. I was just like, oh my God, I can't fucking believe as a woman, like I fucking fell for this shit all my life. And then there's women out there who are like literally, like that's the thing about this, is people put this in their subconscious brains. So like, that's what I'm saying, is like I was subconsciously inundated with like prostitution my entire life, with being a whore, with all this crazy shit. So it's like I had, you know, sexual assault happen to me as a child. And, you know, that mixed with like the repression that I was taught, you know, as girls were taught really hard, like don't masturbate, like don't do shit like that. Like that's naughty, that's bad. We're denied our pleasure from a very young age. It is demonized. Our sexuality, but then it is also weaponized against us and told us it's the only thing that's going to move us forward in society is if a man sexually desires us. It is like fucking insanity. I'm like, we need to sue. We need to sue over this alone. I'm going to sue the Catholic Church someday with the aliens. I mean, obviously they're just going to help me take it down. But I'm like, this is insanity. I can't believe this shit. I can't believe my eyeballs. When I saw that, I was like, I'm done. This is like literally, I'm like, thank God I didn't fucking read this at the time because I would have been so fucking pissed, bro. I can't believe it. I just can't believe this shit. What they've done to women. This is why I'm like, any man that is like trying to defend the patriarchy or trying to come for women in this fucking society right now, you need to get the fuck away from. Any man that is a Christian, you need to get the fuck away from. Because they're neural pathways. This is what I'm saying. People are going to be separated for a long time, depending how up the ass of this shit you've been in it. Because if you've been up the ass of this shit, bro, you got to get this shit out of you. And it's years and years of program. I mean, it's going to be like a long time for my dad, probably like 10 years before I see him again, because he's got to get this shit out of his fucking brain before I even speak to him, before we can even heal. He's got to get this shit out first. It's insane.